It's a massive pipeline running through extremely rugged terrain. The company that's doing it, Enbridge, has a pretty poor track record. They have an average of 67 spills every single year.
The proposed Northern Gateway Pipeline. This is what occupies Kim Slater's thoughts on her runs.
The National Energy Board has done studies, and they've said that for every 1,000 kilometers of pipeline, there'll be a spill every 16 years. That's just how the numbers crunch. So the certainty of a spill is 100%. The supertankers are the length of the Empire State Building. They can hold 2 million barrels of oil, just one. So you can imagine that the hairpin turns that they have to navigate, pretty much a 100% certainty that there'll be a spill there.
Disturbing facts, ones that would devastate wildlife, rivers, and oceans. But what can one person do in the face of big business and politicians? It's just one step at a time, one pounding runner at a time. That's what this Whistler resident is determined to do to ensure voices from communities across BC are heard.
This was a chance to connect with people across British Columbia, and I'll be running the symbolic length of that pipeline across BC.
On July 8th, this marathon runner will begin her 1,170-kilometer journey along Highway 16 to the Albertan border. Slater's campaign, Band Together BC, not only invites communities to share their thoughts on topics such as the proposed Northern Gateway Pipeline, but the run also aims to create dialogue around clean energy alternatives.
I'm looking for ideas. I'm looking to others that have perhaps close proximity to the oil and gas industry, or people that are experimenting with going off grid. And a lot of the northern communities are people that are using microhydro or solar or wind to provide energy for their home and even in their community.
Slater will reach out to communities and then in turn extend those stories to a greater audience via cyberspace.
I've seen this as being a grassroots campaign, so something that involves face-to-face connections on the ground, but then also being able to reach a broader audience by sharing those via social media. I'm using a crowdsourced funding platform called Indiegogo.
Time, skills, and funding is needed. There are many ways to get involved. Donate online, filmmaking expertise is needed, or get behind the wheel of a vegetable oil-run pace car.
Also, just people who maybe have connections in the northern communities. I could really, I'm still working to reach those places and those people.
The proposed Northern Gateway Pipeline affects all British Columbians, and Band Together BC will ensure residents are informed.
This pipeline isn't to be able to use this commodity for domestic consumption, it's to sell it to a foreign market. It doesn't help in terms of energy security. The number of jobs that are created are pretty minimal. I mean, it goes on and on and on about this proposal just doesn't seem to make sense in so many different ways. So, I would like to find alternatives.
From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.